Hey everyone, this time we are going to transform one TE2 Plus and one TES Plus from Madcatz into HitBox. Inside you're going to see we have a full easy mode from Jasen Customs and of course a Brook Universal fighting board. So let's do this. So the first thing is to remove all the parts, all the buttons, all the joysticks, and so now I have access to the metal plates. First thing to do on that is to remove all the rivets here to get rid of the support for the joystick. Same thing here, and after that I'm going to use the easy mode from Jasen Customs. I'm going to put here, but here this is going to be more problematic, so I have to come with a solution. Eventually this is going to be somewhere deep inside here, or maybe here, I don't know yet, but I will first start to drill the hole on the metal plates here with some step drill. So I am in the middle of changing the electronic inside the TE2 Plus. This is the easy mode, and if you check when you look at the board, you will see that it's fitting perfectly. But if you try to put the easy mode, you would see that it's not fitting correctly. Well, the reason is the pins here. Those pins are hitting the plastic support here. So what I'm going to do is cut it off with some pliers. And another thing is, if you try, well, if you look at the original shell, you'll see that it's covered everything, which is nice. But if you try to put it on the easy mode, you will see that it's not fitting and it's covering the connector to the Brook board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off here, just a chunk of plastic here, and maybe here for the 20 pin. So I will be able to keep the shell and connect to the UFB. Okay, so I've just made a quick pass on cutting the shell. It's not perfect. I should have cut off here and maybe a bit more here, because right now it's not sitting properly. It's a bit bent, so I will cut it off a bit more later. And here it's the temporary setup for the Brook UFB. It's just for testing if everything is working. I'm still waiting for the plastic stands. So a bit of update here. I've recut a bit of plastic here to have a better sit for this part, because else it will be bent. I've also made the connector to replace the GST, so it's using this GST connector and the terminal, quick connect terminal. So yeah, basically I'm still waiting for the stands here, and then I'm going to tie all the cable for the other one. So it's quite the riddle to put the TE2 Plus easy board on a TES Plus. because you don't have much space. You have less space than a TE2 Plus, but I think here this is going to fit well. So I had to make some modification on the board. So as you can see here, I replaced the original connector. I put some head pin, and then I made this cable which is connected there to connect here for start select and here for the other connection. So I'm still not fixed on how I'm going to put there. I try to sort the cable as best as I could, but here I've got the plastic which is getting I'm not sure if you're going to see, but here you get the connection for the touchpad, which is going to be really tight. See, but the problem is here I cannot plug because you got a stand here. So either I'm going to cut here, or I'm going to replace the GST connector here by a straight one and not 90 degrees one. And then here, I'm going to see, but the Brook board will be hidden on the back. So I'm going to have a lot of space for the button. Here I'm going to push there, and the USB I'm going to move to screw the terminal here. For the metal plates, I've already started to drill the hole for the metal plates. So this one is done, no problem. This is going to be more problematic on the TES Plus, T2S, sorry, because this hole is in 30 millimeters and I need to be 24. So if I put here, focus, here is the layout for the TES Plus, and as you can see I don't have much space here and here if I'm trying to respect the layout. So I'm pretty sure this is going to break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a small piece of aluminum and then try to weld everything with some metal epoxy, like cold soldering, then trying to smooth everything, especially on the bottom, to have enough thickness to consolidate everything. But first I need to remove the rust on those holes, and if I'm trying to put stuff everywhere, and need to be clean as possible, or else the rust is going to attack the metal, even if it's not visible. So yeah, let's do this. So here is our coin. So now I have to pour our epoxy. So here we are. I've already sanded it to make it really flat. So the background of course is absolutely ugly, and I'm going to sand it after I finish to drill the four holes. So if you are something like that, and well, it didn't work, and at least I had enough strength to punch my hole. So maybe I'm going to make a ring similar to that, but I will first drill a 24mm hole, and then I'm going to cut around a 30mm disc. I'm not sure if I'm going to refill everything with some past, but yeah, I have to clean under that, and maybe I'm going to put some coating in order to remove well, my work. Also I had to remove one of the stand. There are 4 stands here, and I had to remove one because it was on the way of the 30mm hole. Yeah, so well, at least it's done. Not that I feel bad that I wish I knew how to weld metal. Well, this is a perk I don't have, maybe yet, maybe later, but yeah, for this I think I'm going to live with that and make some kind of ring to help the button to sit properly. Okay, so this is the inside of the Madcatz TES Plus. As you can see, I've put the easy mode with some custom cable. I already showed you that a bit earlier. It's connection to the up, down, left, right quick connect. And yeah, I've organized as best as I could, and eventually the frame is going to hide everything. To hold all the PCB, I've used the plastic stand. Come on, focus. Hello, focus. There. So yeah, the plastic stands from Focus Attack, and well, eventually this is 3M double tape, so this is going to hold everything without problem. So I get the artwork from Tech Innovation, artwork and plexiglass, and all I have to do now is for both drilling the hole for the additional button, and for this one add the ring to hold the middle button. And here there was second one. Nice. So here the result are our cuts. It's cutting pretty well. I was afraid it's cracking and breaking, so but no, it's worked pretty well. So if I put maybe a bit of work on this one, yes, like hopefully this one is fine. Maybe a bit more on this one. Yeah, yeah, just a bit of cleaning, and it should be okay. Alright, here are the results. So I still have to put the ring around this one, and yeah, maybe I will paint the back here, and I'm not sure, I don't know, seems okay to me, but yeah, one nearly done. I just have to put the ring, and this one is over. So here's the ring I'm going to use for this one. So it's 30mm diameter outside and 24 inside. We'll try to not weld it. It's just to be above, under the button, and should be clipped and eventually give some more stability on the button. Yes, not 30mm. This should be good eventually. Yeah, just a few millimeters to sand, and this should be okay. So here it is, our ring, and now you can feel the button is really solid. So let's wrap it up and plug everything. Thanks for watching.